shadow gotta compete. All flying high, no room for retreat. Heroes sweat under the darker light. Echoes of victory in the dead of night. Streaming battle zones, scream so bright. Living legends shining arrow bright. Midnight sparks under a digital moon. Streaming loud feels like the truth. Champions rise in the heat of a tune. In the arena and the stars so aloof.
Well, hello and welcome on in to some Saturday Night Lights here in Westchester, New York. It's the New York Stars. They've headed up north to take on the Westchester Vipers. We've got an old school, no frills broadcast for you here today. Spotty internet connection means we're unlikely to have replay or many graphics, but we're going to try and keep you updated with what's on your screen and cross our fingers, maybe find some aluminum foil and add it to our antennas here to keep this broadcast going. But 3 minutes on the warm-up clock here up in Westchester. And we are about to get set for a Tier 2 state qualifying game showdown between the New York Stars and the Westchester Vipers. And we're at the Westchester Skating Academy here late on a Saturday night to watch the Stars take on those Vipers. As the warm-up clock starts to tick down, time enough to say happy birthday to the old 00. D-Biz out there taking some warm-up shots now. The birthday boy, a part-time crew member of Midnight Sports, and we'd be remiss if we didn't wish him all the best for the big 1-7 to the 00. We'll leave you with some royalty-free music up here as the warm-up period continues on for the next 2.5 minutes. This is Midnight Sports. Well, hello and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed all that royalty-free music we had to offer here at the old soundboard. Again, stripped down broadcast here today, but hopefully enough to keep you interested in this away day for Midnight Sports all the way up the Deegan to the Sawmill and beyond. We are firmly in the suburbs up here in Westchester. And it was chain food galore if you wanted it. And so now that we've been fed and watered, we're ready to bring you this broadcast. Looks like it'll be Donaghy and net for the Stars for this Tier 2 State Q game on the road against the Vipers. The Vipers beat the Long Island Edge in their first State Q game. You'll remember that Long Island Edge team is the one the Stars tied controversially last weekend. A 13 seconds left goal scored by the Stars marked off by the officials. The official word was the net was off its moorings. There was some dispute both up in the broadcast booth and on the bench. But as you are certainly tired of hearing, the only opinions that matter are the opinions of the folks wearing stripes, and in their opinion, it was a fact that the goal would not be counted. And so, the Stars come into state play 0-0-1, looking to get above 500 here and get rolling. Looks like it'll be Izikov, Nicolaitis, and Bergman out there as the three forwards, Viscoso and Ramos as the defenders. We are ready to roll. Puck drop coming up right now as we wait for the officials to get set at the Vipers bench. But I promise we are just seconds away here. Reminder, the clock on your screen is just suggestive of the clock in the rink. It's the Stars winning that cleanly all the way back to their end and trying the breakout on that far side of the ice is Nicolaitis. He gets a second shot at it, but here comes a shot in, and Donaghy is able to make the initial save, but not the follow-up. And just like that, 15 seconds into this one, that is going to be a shot and a goal for the home team. And so it was a breakout that did not quite connect for the Stars. And the Vipers pounced on it immediately. Just 15 into this one, which is bad news, of course, for the Stars. But the good news is there is plenty of time left in this hockey game. 44 minutes and 45 seconds to go for the Stars to get it back and get it right. It's now Russo trying to carry that puck forward. He's got Bolognic with him and Bizarro out there. It's the Russo, Bolognic, and Bizarro line now as that puck rimmed all the way around behind the Vipers' net. This will be the Vipers coming out in the other direction with it at the near half wall. Might be able to catch our Biz on the right side of your screen there, here taking photos for Cheesebox Sports. And so hopefully we'll get him up in the booth later. It's the Stars gaining the line, dumping in once again as we tick toward 14 minutes left to go here in the first period. It's the Vipers breaking out in the other direction. Vipers all the way toward the neutral zone at the logo. They'll try to stalk in. We're on the Canada rink at the lovely Westchester Skating Academy, and that's why you see the maple leaf as the main logo at center ice. It's now the Vipers pouring forward, but they could not get past Steph Gorloff, who was able to gain the line and dump in after making a very nice play at center ice. Here come the Vipers once more. A lot of hop in their step right now for the home team in yellow. After the early goal, it's the Stars, though, calming things down. Gorloff, far side of the ice. He's going to use the boards to pump it up to the point. Rolling puck finds Izikov in the defensive slot. He carries it behind his own net. Kocher out there for support. Puck comes to the near half wall. This breakout does connect for the Stars. They're going to come right back the other way. Izikov on the forehand, shoots in. First save there, and a second from the Vipers netminder, and it was a good one on the follow-up. Stars keep the zone. They try to fire in. Kocher's shot was deflected. Davios able to send it to the far side of the zone. Gets it back, spins it on net. Doesn't quite make it as the Vipers defenseman was able to cut out the threat. A couple of saves for the Vipers in that sequence, nothing more. Vipers coming the other way, but it's picked off by Gorloff once more. He's going to cycle it around for Kocher on the near side, who sends it right up to the defensive blue line on out. Good defensive play there by the Stars to keep things nice and calm. The Vipers will turn and curl with it at the neutral zone, but that puck comes off a stick, finds Bolognic. Calling for it is Nicolaitis in the slot. Nearly had it. He had his stick tied up, and then he gets tripped in front of the net. No arm raise. We've got 4 officials on the ice, 2 with the orange armband, and as you know from watching just a little bit of hockey, only the folks with the orange armbands can call penalties. It's Nicolaitis out front looking for Bolognic for the one-timer, And that puck hopped over a stick, and now it's the Vipers right back in the other direction, being told to get that puck deep because they wanted to make a line change, and the Stars had picked that one off and dumped right back into the offensive zone. Vipers turn it the other way in the neutral zone. It's Viscoso able to work it up for Bergman. Bergman gets a step. You don't want him to build up speed there, as he nearly had, but the puck wouldn't follow. So here come the Vipers right back in the other direction. Forehand goes wanting. It's Ramos back, chips it up off the boards. It's going to come up to the point, but no farther. Shot in off the back glass, just a bit high. It's Bergman near side of the ice. He gets pinned there by a Viper, and Westchester pours just a bit deeper in the zone. Perhaps. There we are. Sorry about the audio dropping out again. With the internet connection being what it is, the audio may drop here and there, but certainly some of the regular Midnight Sports viewers might enjoy being able to watch it without the dulcet tones of my voice on there. It's now the Stars working it over to the far side of the ice, and they'll stalk forward into the offensive zone come the Stars. All the way in they go to the far corner. It's Nikolaitis trying to send that puck out toward the slot. Izakov once more for support. Bergman on the far side now, takes the body. Puck rolls up and out of the zone. Here come the Vipers in a 3-on-2 in the other direction. They pour into the offensive zone, do the Vipers. 9 minutes left to go here in the opening frame. As we'll get the clock fixed at the next stoppage for you. It's Nicolaitis gaining the line. He'll dump in. He takes a hit there and gives a retaliatory one with 8:50 left to go in the first. We'll see what the paperwork here is going to be. Nicolaitis to the box after the high hit and retaliatory strike. The Vipers have their own skater with the initial hit going to the box. Could be 5-on-5 or 4-on-4, depending on what the officials call, given the sequence of events. Well, the DJ in the rink having just a little bit of fun with the We Will Rock You by Queen on the loudspeaker, and it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. It's Viscoso firing in, that one eaten up nicely, and then a little jousting in front of the net, and the Stars just trying to mix it up a little bit in front. But we get a quick whistle here. We'll see if any Vipers sent to the box. And it looks like both a Viper and a Star to the box. The birthday boy for the Stars to the box with 8:45 left to go here in the first. And so we'll see if it's 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 here. 5-on-5, the gesture from the official. And so after the scrum in front of the net, the official's trying to keep the temperature down in this one. And looks like Bergman now skating over to the Stars bench. Must be an equipment issue, and so there'll be a different player for the Stars coming out and over. Looks like Davios to join this faceoff. On the far side of the ice, we've got Russo, Viscoso, Bolognic out there as well. And it looks like Ramos far side. Now Bolognic backing out of the circle as the conversation continues here at the Stars bench with the official, but now we are ready to roll. Indeed it is, Ramos and Viscoso as the defenders. Puck dropped, Bolognic plays it forward. It bounces all the way over to the near side, right in front of the camera well here as Viscoso bodies a man against the boards, and it will be the Vipers dumping in. That puck hits the back of the cage. Nearly colliding there were players from both teams behind the net, but the Vipers control far side. They fire it in. It goes off a body and goes well wide. It's now cleared up and out by the Stars. An arm raised for icing. And so with 8:21 left to go here in the first, it's been a choppy first period with the 2 goals and the penalties thus far. Still only 6 minutes and 39 seconds into this one, if you can believe it. A lot of time left for the Stars to get right back in it. And it's the Stars winning that over to the far corner. Chipped up, but not out. Vipers try to throw in once again. Deflection carries that to the slot. And it was caught out of the air by Viscoso, who's going to stalk all the way forward with it. He's able to keep his legs long enough to dump that puck in. Vipers pick it up far side of the ice. It's now the Stars working it over to the near side, but the Vipers take over only so far as Viscoso at the near point. Gitman on his man in the near corner. Vipers control there, and they'll send it to the far side. It's Truda on that far side. He's taking a hit, able to gum up the zone break-in by the Vipers to start. And now we get an offside call and a shot that was blocked by the Stars. Wouldn't have counted anyway, given the offside call against the Vipers, and things getting just a little chippier out there. Given the shot that came after the whistle, it was a bang-bang play. Stars didn't seem too upset about it, but had a few words for their compatriots on that far side of the ice. It's now the Stars taking that face-off win through Gitman up the near side of the ice. Gitman skates that all the way into the offensive end. It's Gitman in the near corner. Drop pass for Isakov. Isakov returns it down toward Gitman. But it gets gummed up just a bit on this near side, and now it'll be fired up, but not out. Fooled the cameraman as the Vipers trying to get this puck up and out. It's Bergman keeping the zone momentarily. Vipers send it right past the blue line, and now they'll stalk in front of their bench to try and buy some time and ice. Icing waved here out of his net as Donaghy to slow it down. It'll be Kotcher to pick up with 7:12 left to go here in the first. Here come the Stars through Isakov up to Bergman. Bergman into the offensive end. Goes around a man on that far side, but the puck will roll on him, and the Vipers will reset behind their own net. Vipers near side of the ice. They use the boards but can't get past Russo right in front of the camera well at first. Now it's the Vipers coming the other way at the logo. They've gained the offensive zone. It's 1-on-3 for the Vipers. They try to fire in. It's a shot block by Druda, and a nice one as Belonik works it up to Bergman. Bouncing puck's going to come all the way into the offensive end for the Stars, but it looks like perhaps it hit the netting on that far side of the ice. And so with the stoppage in play, all of the players that went to the box during the 5-on-5 but penalty period can come on out. Of course, that just makes mathematical sense. If it's 5-on-5 hockey and you are in the penalty box for coincidental minors, you can't come out until the next whistle. Otherwise, there'd be too many skaters on the ice. All right, enough with the boring minutia. And back to the hockey. This will be Bizarro at the dot, surveys his options with Ramos and Kocher. Behind him, Belonik at right wing, Nikolaitis at left. Puck's dropped. It's Bizarro chipping it forward. The Vipers look to take over for the moment. They can't get past Ramos at the far point and chips it on down toward Nikolaitis and Bizarro. Bizarro gets upended momentarily, and so it'll be the Vipers coming back in the other direction. But it's a back check by Bizarro, who sees the puck come the other way. Still Bizarro in the zone, trying to let the Stars join the rush here. It's Nikolaitis chipping it up toward the point. Look out, Ramos shoots in. Puck still in front, nearly touched home by Bizarro instead. It was an impressive save by the Vipers netminder, who was sprawled out. Double save on the sequence. It's the Stars trying to get that puck back toward the net. Bizarro has it at the near point. It is a Vipers penalty kill right now, finally put on the board, and so they're able to send that all the way down. Sorry for the late information on that one. There is a Viper in the box, and it will be the Stars trying to build out from their own end as the Vipers send it right back down. If you've been watching Midnight Sports this season, you know there's no longer any icing on the penalty kill at the 18U level with USA Hockey. Applies to other levels as well, but of course, 18U is what we're covering this season. It's now the Stars on the far side. Ramos shoots in. That's deflected just wide. And so this will be Bizarro trying to touch it farther there. He does. Up to Viscoso. Bizarro sends it to the far side. It's Ramos stalking in once more. Fired in. That's stoned by the Vipers netminder. And so 4 shots on goal so far on this power play. Till 25 seconds left to go in the man advantage as we tick toward 5 minutes left to play. The Vipers trying to gum the puck up in the Stars zone to kill off more of this penalty. Stars able to use the boards to get it out, but the Vipers will take over in their own end. Just 10 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. Viscoso is going to keep the zone. He shoots in. That puck chopped out of the air by a Vipers defenseman, and here come the Vipers right back in the other direction, but Steph Gorloff able to get to that puck first. He works it up toward Russo. Back to 5-on-5 hockey now, as it's Viscoso right back to Gorloff. Pitch and catch by the Stars defenseman out there with 4.5 left to go in the first. Stars with a really good push on that power play. We're going to get an icing here and a stoppage with 4:21 left to go in the first. But it was the Stars who had tilted the ice very well, had a couple of good looks during the man advantage, just could not get past the Vipers netminder. And there are no moral victories in sports, but certainly if you're out here rooting for the Stars, you'd like to see them begin to push and try and build some momentum on that man advantage. Now, you may be wondering why we're not zooming in a little bit more when the puck is in the Stars' defensive end right now, but the netting in front of the camera means that you'll just get a blurry close-up instead of a sharp one from afar, and so we're going to keep it right here. 4:09 left to go in this first period. It's another defensive zone draw for the Stars after the icing. It's Kocher, Gorloff, Russo, Izikov, and Bergman as the 5 skaters out there to the right or center of Donegan. Face-off won there by the Stars cleanly. Russo to retrieve the Izikov win. Works it over to that far side of the ice, and the Stars able to work that up and out. This time no icing, as a Vipers man was close enough to the dump it. On the forecheck was Russo. Shot in there by Kocher. He gets it back on a deflection. Looks to move it to the near side of the ice. All the way across for a one-timer. Just missed Bergman's stick. And the Vipers able to clear the trouble as the Stars have to reset near side of the ice. Vipers take over at their own blue line. Their skate with speed. Gorloff bodies a man off the puck. Izikov gets it Throws it right past the defensive blue line, so the Vipers will have to reset. Stars have it back through Isikoff at the logo. He's going to chip that forward, and now it'll be the Vipers picking up in their own end. Far side, it's Bergman and Isikoff on the forecheck. Bouncing puck comes up to the neutral zone. It's chopped right back in by the Stars. They'll give chase on the forecheck. 3:15 left to go here in the first, as the Vipers will send that to the far side of the ice. Puck chipped forward there by the Vipers, but the Stars take over in their own end. Feathered pass on up to Bolognic. Bolognic joined there. It was Davios on the rush, and he got just a bit handcuffed by the pass, and so the Stars have to reset. Stars all the way into the offensive zone. Gitman now on the backhand. He's going to curl behind the net. Davios sets up shop in front. Gitman works it up toward the point, and it's Ramos able to chip it in just a bit farther. Rolling puck toward Bolognic. Sent on up for the Stars and in. It was a good shot there from Gitman on the Davios pass, but it was stopped nicely by the Vipers man in net. And so 2:41 left to go in the first. Trying to get those shots on goal right for you. They're not counting them in the rink, but we'll do our best here to count them on the screen for you. It's the Vipers taking over the face-off win, carrying it behind their net and working it over to this near corner. Vipers work it up to the blue line, and stalking at the blue line were the Vipers. It's a mini break. Ramos gets over to cover. Vipers shoot it. Donaghy stands tall. He's able to make the save on what was a mini break. Sorry, just having some engineers help me out with the sound problems that we've had due to the internet connection, but we think you're hearing us, and if you're not, well, accept my apology that you'll never hear. In any event, it's Bolognic into the offensive end and tries to carry it farther. The Vipers, though, defend it well, and they'll come back in the other direction. Under 2 left to play here in the first, as the Vipers curl all the way behind the Stars net. They try to reverse it. Deflected shot never reaches the goal mouth. Good defending by the Stars, and now it's Kocher up for Isikoff in full stride. Isikoff all the way in. Bergman joins the rush on the near side. Isikoff makes a nice pass up to Gorloff at the top of the slot, who works it over for Kocher, who tries to fire it farther. It's Nikolaitis in tight. Oh, it was saved very nicely, and then the blocker came up from the Vipers netminder to keep that from bouncing into the net. It's Nikolaitis now still on the puck, throws it in front, fluttering puck, first found by the Vipers, and now it's Gorloff firing in. Deflection never carried on net. It hit a body in front, and the Vipers will come back in the other direction as we head towards 60 seconds left to play in this first. It's Bergman with time and space, sending it all the way across the ice as he was looking for Nikolaitis there. Instead, the Stars will have to reset at their own blue line. It's Bergman who's got it back. He's got some open ice in front of him, but he goes just a bit offside. And so, with 52 seconds left to go in the first, it is a face-off in the neutral zone for the Stars, who are pushing to find the back of the net. Just haven't been able to do so yet, as we're very late on here in the first period. It's the Stars trying to work that puck on up, and this will be the Vipers taking over on the far side of the ice in the offensive zone. They'll shoot in. Donaghy able to push that off to the side, and now it's the Stars looking to reset. We've got a special treat coming up for you at intermission here. As soon as the next 30 game seconds tick off, a special guest joining us in the booth, and not for the first time. But first, hockey. 22 seconds left to go here in the first period as the Stars come back in the other direction. Trusso, far side, works it to the slot. Bolognic fires in, spilled puck in front. And it's the Stars still searching for an answer here to find the back of the net with 8 seconds left to go in the first. Now it's the Vipers trying to get this puck up and out. Some jousting here, across check or two to the face, far side of the ice. We'll see how this paperwork gets sorted out, because the players continue to hit after the whistle. And so, like a boxing match, once that bell goes, the officials want to see things calm down. We'll see who ends up in the box. Probably won't know until the start of the second period, which gives us time enough to welcome RB up to the broadcast booth. Ralph, how you doing, buddy?
I am good, Colin. How are you? And hello to all of our viewers watching live here on Midnight Sports. Great game versus the Stars for the Vipers. I mean, this game kind of got off pretty quick there, Colin, didn't it?
Yeah, if you got stuck in traffic, Ralph, on the way in, you missed maybe 1 or 2 goals
Right.
and a couple of grade A scoring chances for both teams as well.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it starts off 2 goals quick, which, a bit of a shame, but the Stars didn't let up. They seemed to get right back into it.
They sure did seem to get right back into it. And, that power play, they didn't score on, but they really tilted the ice there. They had a 4-shot sequence. Any one of those shots could have gone in. A bit unlucky not to find the twine on those.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the goalie, the Vipers goalie made a couple big saves there. We saw birthday boy Bizarro number 00 kind of crash in the net, almost stuffed one in as he crossed the crease. But, how do we say here? Keep trying, try again, and eventually you'll find maybe they'll find it back in the net here, Stars, and shift some momentum their way.
Absolutely. They do have a little engine that could.
Yeah.
Attitude to them right now, and so I think maybe if they can get one here, the dam might break open, and you could see many more. Looks like they're going to start on the man advantage here, too.
Are they? I mean, we saw a little bit of a scuffle there at the end of the period, but I guess I think the refs there are still trying to figure out the paperwork, as you say here, Colin.
I just thought they were making plans for the after party.
That's what
after
I thought.
this game.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah, that's
is it pizza or sushi? I don't know.
TGI Fridays, maybe. We're in the suburbs. It's hard to know,
right?
Yeah. Is that open on a Saturday? I don't know.
I don't know.
I lived in Brooklyn,
20.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. Get those margs going.
Yeah, you need the boneless wings. I mean.
All right, well, I do see the birthday boy back in the box.
All right.
And so perhaps we're going to just have 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 hockey here. There's already a Viper in the box to kick us off here for the second. This has been a bit of a special teams fest so far. You've been at ice level taking photos. Tell us how everything is going with Cheesebox Sports.
It's going great. Some of you know, obviously our handle is at CHZ_box_sports. You can catch us on Instagram. We aim to take pictures or take sports photography rather with various different small clubs, schools, high schools. I mean, we go from 8U all the way to 18U. We've done media day, we've done live game action, and it's fun, and I love it. And it's still going. Obviously, with the new seasons kicking off, this is kind of like our busy time, so we get to see a lot of action around this time of the year.
Well, there's a lot of action on the ice right now too. It is a 5-on-4 for the Stars, but Ralph, say I wanted someone to take photographs of my child's team or even, my beer league team or whatever it may be. How would I get in touch with you?
Sure. You can you can get us on Instagram, again, at CHZ_box_sports. You
just
can
send you a direct message, perhaps?
Yeah, send me a DM. It's open to everybody. It's a public account. We have our email, cheeseboxsports at Gmail. When I say cheese, it's CHZ, guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to have any confusion there, but it's CHZboxsports at gmail.com. You can contact me or any one of us through both of those outlets.
Fantastic. All right. Well, it looks like there's still 37 seconds left to go on the man advantage here. It was the Stars who had covered there, but couldn't get a whistle despite the fact that there was a Viper behind the net. A little interesting. It's Bolognic now shooting in. That one goes high of the net. Stars still trying to find their footing right now on this man advantage. They've had some zone time. Fired in it. Scored. Oh, baby. How about that for the commentator's curse, Ralph?
No, there you go. You called it, and you called it, Colin, and here it is. I mean, we had a goal on the opening game in the first. Now we have an opening goal
to start
right here
the
on the
second.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Good point there. Looks like it was Nicolaitis doing the damage far side of the ice. It might be hard for you to see on your screen at home. It's hard for us to see in the rink.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a laser into the top corner from a tough angle. And the grade 8 looks like he's cut the Vipers' lead in half.
I think it's important time here now for Stars to kind of keep their head of the game, definitely stay out of the box, and try the best to keep the momentum going. Last thing you want to do here is kind of give this up.
Well, I think Davios had the same idea. He had the puck in the top of the defensive slot there and made the smart veteran play of just backhanding it up and out of danger. And now the Stars on the forecheck in the offensive zone, trying to add to their tally as the Vipers look to recover and reestablish a 2-goal lead. It's Isakov far side, far half wall, tries to kick it farther, runs into a Stars stick, but he still has it, does Isakov. Feathers it up to the blue line. Now the Stars will need to get back. Gorloff getting back with Viscoso. A mini 2-on-1 developing here, but it was Viscoso getting the stick all the way down and sliding that puck toward the end boards, and then the ensuing pass got caught in the official skates. This one's going to go for an icing, and so we'll get a stoppage in play with 12:23 left to go in the second. Defensive zone draw coming up, and we cannot thank RB enough for joining us up here in the booth. We know you're a busy man. We wish you all the luck in the world. I've seen RB's photos myself. You can see them on Cheesebox Sports on Instagram and judge for yourself, but truly no better photographer in the biz right now. And so if you need the help, reach out to Ralph and Cheesebox Sports. Ralph, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Hopefully I'll be back for the next period.
All right, we'll see you then.
All right.
All right, the Stars trying to push this puck all the way up into the offensive zone. Rolls toward the end boards, thrown out in front where Bergman had awaited. And he's still in the slot, but this is going to come up to Druda. Druda fires in looking for a deflection. That was a clean save by the Vipers netminder. And so just a shot on goal there for the Stars as they look to reset. The Vipers send it all the way up and out. It hits a linesman's skates. So icing washed there as Kocher back for the puck. And he gets pushed right by the boards. Fortunately keeps his skates there. A head first dive into the boards would have been trouble. It's now Russo trying to carry that puck up and out far half wall, get some support. There are 3-4 Vipers on that side of the ice. They're going to dump it in once more. Now Kocher at the end boards and working that puck on up and out. Stars could have a break opportunity here. 3-on-2 into the offensive end. Bolognic carries it wide, shoots in, and it looked like that puck is in. It is. Oh, baby, baby. The Stars have tied this one up, if you can believe it, with 11:14 left to go. It's the Stars through Bolognic on the far side of the ice. They're able to pot and even things up in the early going of the second. Well, Ralph is out there taking pictures, but he called it. A couple of early goals in this second period mirrored the first period, but instead of the team in yellow scoring, it was the team in their road navy blues finding the back of the net, and just like that, it's straight twos across the board. Second period, 2 goals a pop. Don't go anywhere. This game is getting a lot more interesting by the moment. Nikolaitis will carry this in the offensive end. He gets upended, but able to make the pass over to Isakov. And now trying to get up off the ice is Nikolaitis. He does. Viscoso fires in. That's deflected down by Nikolaitis just wide. Pizarro has to dance around the linesman, but he's able to work it up to Ramos. Deflection carries that shot just wide. It's now Viscoso pinching in to keep the zone. Works it over to Pizarro. The Stars in full flight here as Pizarro trying to work it up to Ramos. He does. Ramos just chips it forward, and it's going to be the Vipers man between the pipes covering that one up nicely with 10:38 left to go here in the second. It's all left to play for. Shots on goal up here in the booth. 15-8 on our board, which approximates the 2 power plays that the Stars have had and controlled play during those power plays. And so it's Isakov now at the dot, trying to chip it over to Bergman in the slot. Stars control momentarily. Vipers all over the puck on that far side. Nikolaitis digging at it, trying to get it deeper. Coming on in was Viscoso, fired it across. Waiting at the back post there was Bergman, but a deflection had carried it just past him, and so the Stars will need to get back. They do. Nikolaitis in the defensive zone now on the forehand, able to throw that up and out and find Isakov far side of the ice. Stars pour right back into the offensive end. It's Isakov on the puck, carrying it deep as the Vipers take over in that far corner. The Stars were making a partial change. Getting back for the puck is Kocher, and he chips it up to Bergman, who's able to dump on in. Puck now sits in the Vipers' defensive zone on a Vipers stick. Under 10 minutes left to play. It's Nikolaitis keeping that puck in the zone toward the slot. He's on the puck, fires it against the grain. Spilled puck goes wide. It ended up being a good save there by the Vipers, directed to the end wall. Stars keep the puck in the zone, though. It's the Stars now at the near point, trying to work it deeper through Gorloff. Gorloff for Isakov, on over for Nikolaitis. And now it's the Stars trying to get control once more through Kocher on that far side of the ice. Kocher just has to dump in. No shooting lane for him. And so the Vipers look to get this puck up and out, but it's a hit on the ice by Bergman, and now Nikolaitis in for a hit as well. Vipers eventually get this past the blue line, but the Stars got their pound of flesh before they did. Getting all the way across are the Vipers as the Stars come back in style. It's Bolognic, Bizarro, and Bergman. The Killer Bees out there in the offensive zone. Off the side of the cage goes that Bolognic shot. He looks to set up another one from the far corner. He finds Russo in the slot. It's Gorloff back to Russo. Russo takes a hit from behind, but it'll be Gorloff keeping the puck in the zone. Tries to swipe it farther. 3 Vipers surround him and work it up to the logo. It's now Gorloff keeping that puck out of the offensive end. The Vipers will go offside here. And so with 8:41 left to go in the second period, it'll be a neutral zone drop on the Vipers offside. Well, it's been all Stars here in the second period. Mirror image of the first period, or perhaps a film negative, whatever you'd like to call it. It was largely the Vipers' game in that first period, and it's largely been the Stars thus far here in the second. Davios, Bolognic, and Gitman out there as the forward line. Gitman on the puck, far side of the ice, uses the boards well to find Bolognic, and Bolognic passes to himself off the boards, carries into the offensive end where the Vipers will pick up. Behind their own net, the Vipers on the puck, trying to reverse over to the near side, and now right back to the far side. Viscoso sniffs that out first, keeps the puck in the zone momentarily, but here come the Vipers, and Viscoso gets back with a hit. Now Gitman on the puck. He's got Bolognic on the far left wing. Gitman carries it into the zone. He's going to cycle it deep off the boards to try and give the Stars some zone time here. That puck's going to flutter up and out. All the way across is Viscoso to settle that rolling puck down in his own defensive zone. Vipers have it back, trying to stalk in. Ramos chips it off a stick. The ensuing shot by the Vipers goes wide. It's Westchester on the puck. They throw wide of the cage once again as we're under 8 minutes left to play here in the second. Davios able to clear the zone. 7:45 left to go here in the second as it's the Vipers setting up in their own end once more. That puck thrown up to the logo, but not beyond because Viscoso chipped it up to Bolognic, who tries to dangle a man. Instead, the Vipers take over. And it looks like it should have been a trip. Everyone on the Stars bench called for it. They're not going to get the call as the Vipers fire in. Donaghy makes the save and directs it over to this near corner. Some heavy hitting over in that near corner. The Vipers come away with the puck. Far side, they feather it up to the top of the slot. All the way across it goes, right back to the top of the slot once more. They'll stalk in. No tripping call there. Vipers fire in. Donaghy with a save. That puck pinballed around a bit. Stars throw it up to the blue line. Dumped in once more by the Vipers. It's now Viscoso all the way across. He's going to rim this one out. And it's just a couple of shots on goal by the home team. Nothing more with 6:56 left to go in this second period. It'll be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, it's all happening up here late on a Saturday night at the Westchester Skating Academy. It might be a bare bones broadcast, but it is not a bare bones hockey game, as this is one of the more compelling hockey games we've seen in a little bit. Right here on Midnight Sports. It's the Stars trying to work that puck up and out of the zone. I suppose you could say the Edge game just last Sunday was pretty compelling too. But when you have 5 days off between hockey games, it feels like a lifetime. And so you'll have to forgive me for saying it's the most interesting game we've had in a little bit. Anyway, it's the Vipers trying to get a shot off in the slot, but it was good stick work by Bergman, Isakov, and Kocher to prevent the threat from coming in on net. The Vipers have to reset at their own blue line. It's Nikolaitis out there on the forecheck. Vipers take over at the red line, but it was Isakov up to Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis in the slot, fires in. It was a screen shot saved very nicely by the Vipers netminder with 6:15 left to play here in the second. We're officially more than halfway through this game with that stoppage in play. And it's an offensive zone drop coming up for the Stars. Well, it'll be Ramos and Gorloff as the defenders. And they'll get set top of the circle. The Vipers win that faceoff and on a deflection get that puck up and out of the zone. Now Gorloff will give chase all the way back into his own end. And he's able to work that up to the far half wall, but not beyond. Russo now in for support. Rolling puck comes in. Ramos does very well to prevent any threat in that low slot. And Bizarro does the rest to get that puck up and out. Vipers try to send it back in deep. Ramos in the way. Through the legs. He passes it up toward Bizarro. Then Ramos gains the line and dumps it on in. Bolognic first to it. Throws it toward the slot. Nobody home for the Stars. They'll have to stop and recover at the blue line. They do. Bizarro sends that in. Goes just wide. Gorloff all the way across to keep the zone. It's all a bit harried out there right now as the Stars keep firing away. The puck not yet getting to the goal mouth. The Stars at the end boards trying to send this puck out front. It was a late trailer in Bolognic who nearly was home at that back post, but the puck missed his stick, and so the Vipers able to dump in on an icing with 5:14 left to go here in the second. Offensive zone draw coming up for the Stars, and time enough to remind you, Stars right back in action tomorrow at noon from Abe Stark, taking on the North Park Hockey Club in an exhibition matchup between Tier 2 foes. You won't want to miss a moment. We'll have all the action right here on Midnight Sports. This is Isikoff at the dot. Clean win on up toward Kocher. Kocher dumps on in on the near side of the ice. It'll be Gitman to pick it up in that far corner. He's able to cycle it just a bit deeper for Isikoff. Isikoff back for Gitman, looking to throw it out in front for Davios. It takes a deflection, ends all the way up at the point, and now it's the Vipers right back in the other direction. Pushing his man wide was Kocher. Vipers have to settle for coming around to the near corner. Stars on it first. It's Gitman. Good stick work. Silky mitts there for Gitman to pull it out from behind his skates and work it deep into the offensive zone. Gitman still on the puck at the end boards. Davios awaits out front. Isikoff in support on that behind the net play. It's the Stars trying to work that out front. The Vipers doing everything they can to keep this puck to the outside. Viscoso able to hold it at the near point. He's got two Vipers men on him who are eventually able to push it past, but Kocher picks up that loose puck and sends it right back up. He finds Bergman, far side of the ice. Bergman trying to send that puck over to Davios. Stars keep the zone through the Bergman stick, and he'll dump it on in near side. Vipers try to pick it up there, taking a hit there behind the net. Where the Stars bench wanted a call, and I think they might get it here. All the arms went up on the Stars bench, and it looked like the official caught this cross check, and so it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars, tied on the board at 2, but up a man for the next 2, unless there's any paperwork in the meantime. Power play unit numero uno over the boards here for the Stars. Looks like it'll be Kocher and Ramos at the points. Bizarro, Bolognic, and Nikolaitis out there as the forwards. 4:01 left to go in this second period. Stars clean win up to Ramos. Works it over for Kocher. Kocher stalks in. Shot goes just wide. Bizarro to pick it up at the near half wall. Works it up to Ramos. Walks the blue line, then sends it right back down to Bizarro. Bizarro stalks in. Birthday boy shoots. Near side. Shut down by the Vipers. Puck rolls on up to Ramos. Ramos again has it at the blue line. He's going to chip it right back down to Bizarro. Bizarro shoots again. This one comes in. Spilled in front. Covered once and twice. And then it's Nikolaitis who takes a couple of hits to the ribs after the whistle goes, and smartly just lets his momentum carry him back. And the officials with some stern words there for the Vipers, but nothing more. And so just a couple of shots on goal for the Stars with 3:37 left to go in this second period. 1:36 left to go on the man advantage as these two teams continue to work hard out there. It's Ramos firing that one in. Deflection nearly carried into the slot. The shot was on net, but the rebound didn't find a Stars stick, and so they reset all the way back in their own end. It's Kocher carrying this puck forward. Drop pass finds Bolognic. Bolognic stalks in. And that deflection carried right back in. The puck still in the goalie's pads. And we get a stoppage in play there after a couple of Stars shots on goal. Call it one there as the rebound had just rolled on in. And so, shots 21-10 right now on our board. Might be an undercount on the Vipers' shots on goal. Try and check with the production truck here in just a little bit. This is Pizarro at the dot. Clean win. Back to Ramos once more. Ramos fires in front. Puck sits there. It's stopped for a second shot just wide. And Bolognic to pick up. He works it over to Kocher. Kocher on the puck now. Sends it right back to Ramos near side. Ramos across. The one-timer goes just wide off the stick of Nikolaitis. But he picks up the rebound and carries it up to the half wall. As he got hooked just a bit. Gets it back in the slot. Look out. The shot comes in. It was soft at first. Now Nikolaitis has it back around the net. Tries a wrap around that stuff. Nikolaitis all the way across. One-timer shot and scored. Well, it's the Stars finding the back of the net, and Bolognic did the damage. It was a great feed there from Nikolaitis across. The one-timer had no doubt about it. With 2:43 remaining to go in this middle frame, all of a sudden, it's the Stars 3. The Vipers nothing. 3 unanswered goals by the visitors sees them on top right now. Late on in the second. It's Gitman carrying the face-off win from Isakov into the offensive zone. Davios awaits out front. Still Gitman on the puck near side of the ice. Vipers all over him there as the Stars look to work it deeper through Davios all the way up. It finds the Stars there at that far point. Looked like it was Gorloff with the shot in. Ensuing shot on net by the Stars. And they'll keep the zone through Isakov, who gets in tight. A wonderful save by the Vipers there. Keeps this a one-goal hockey game. It's a 2-shot sequence, nothing more just yet for the Stars as the Vipers look to carry this puck up and out. Isakov on the back check, nearly separated his man from the puck. This one's going to roll in on Donaghy. And so a shot on goal, nothing more there with 2 minutes even left to go in the second. A defensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Now it's the Stars. We'll get some new skaters out there. Russo, Pizarro, Bolognic, and Kocher will join Gorloff. It'll be a near circle drop to Donaghy's left. 120 seconds left to go in this second period. The teams will switch sides once more. This is a state game, not an EJ game. And so we're in for 3 periods. And if the third is anything like the second and the first, you won't want to miss a moment. It's the Stars working this puck on up. Bolognic able to carry that past the defensive blue line and then send it over for Pizarro, who had gained the line and can dump in. That puck goes all the way down. Stars first to it. They try to throw it in front for another one-timer, but that puck on the back twine of the net. Wrong side if you're a Stars fan. Right side if you're a Vipers fan. We're going to get a face-off after the puck got caught up in the netting. With 1:39 left to go in this second period, it's an offensive zone drop for the Stars. This is Pizarro at the dot. He's got Kocher and Gorloff behind him. Wins it back to Kocher. Kocher spinning puck, shot just wide. This is the Stars picking up once more. 90 seconds left to go as they come to the side of the cage. Thrown in front by Bolognic. And it was dealt with nicely by the Vipers to send this all the way down on frame. And so it'll be Donaghy there, and he gets sprayed. And the Stars do not appreciate it as the official with some talking to for the Vipers. We'll see if the Vipers go back to the box here after Donaghy got sprayed. Doesn't look like it, just some stern words from the official there. And so we will get a defensive zone draw here for the Stars. 1:23 left to go in the period. And this drop will come to Donaghy's right. 5-on-5 as Isakov at the dot. Chips it forward. Vipers take over. They fire in. Deflection carries wide of the cage. Donaghy might have gotten a piece of it anyway. It's the Stars through Bergman on that far side. Trying to get this puck over to Ramos on the near side. They do. Ramos fires that on up. It's Isakov carrying it farther. Isakov in a mini break. All alone. He shoots. He scores. Izikov got the pass from Ramos all the way up the ice. It was a big stretch pass, and there was no doubt about it for the Stars. And just like that, the Stars double their lead. It's a 4-2 hockey game with 1:03 left to go in the second after the big 5-4. Able to put it in the back of the net on the mini break. Izikov winning that over to Ramos once more. Ramos swipes it forward, and it'll be the Vipers dumping on in and giving chase. Vipers first to it behind the net, side of the cage. Donaghy shuts it down, and now Viscoso picks up in the near corner. It's the Stars chipping that up to Ramos. Ramos skates it up and out. Looks for Bizarro, far side of the ice. Bizarro able to touch it so it doesn't go for an icing. He gets hauled down there. And now there's a bit of a scrum for the puck with 37 seconds left to go in this period. Bizarro first to pick up on that far side of the ice. He gets thrown down with a stick to the head. And we'll see here as the players congregate in that far corner. Looks like it'll go for a high sticking against the Vipers. And so with 30.6 seconds left to go, I hope you didn't get up for a bathroom break too early, given that we've had a goal and now a power play for the Stars in quick succession. 2 minutes for high sticking there. Vipers man pleading his case at the penalty box, but the official uninterested in the explanation. And so, offensive zone draw coming up for power play unit number 1. For the visitors, it's Bolognic at the dot. He's got Ramos and Kotcher behind. Comes quickly to Nikolaitis, who pulls the trigger. That shot goes just wide. Now Ramos all the way across to that far corner. Picking it up is Bizarro. Shooting and getting up and making the shoulder save was the Vipers netminder. And now the Westchester will come back in the other direction. 15 seconds left to go in this period. As it's Kotcher working that up and out of the zone. The Vipers on a delayed offside. Couldn't touch it. Kotcher works it over for Bolognic. Bolognic with 1 second to shoot here. And so there goes the buzzer. And a quick whistle by the officials after 2. It's the New York Stars 4, the Westchester Vipers 2. Stick around. We got 15 more minutes left to go in what is a very exciting hockey game here from the Westchester Skating Academy. And we can check in with our on-ice correspondent. Our Biz is going to join us back in the booth here and tell us what he learned from ice level. Our Biz, what'd you see down there, bud?
Well, mostly my breath because it's pretty cold. But definitely a second period with the Stars way more in control. I mean, it's obvious by the score. I think that was 4 goals in 2 periods, huh, there?
Yeah, it was, we were singing your praises up here in the booth because you called it when you said it was a mirror image of the first, except it was the Stars who were in control in that second. And truly, it was astounding how quickly that game turned on its head.
Yeah, I would attribute that whole period to that whole second period to the Stars. What's good to see is that they kept their composure, they kept their heads on their shoulders, they more or less stayed out of the box, they kept the game clean, but more importantly, they kept the pressure on the Vipers, Colin, and 4 goals later, they're up 4-2. They dominated that second period.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Grade A scoring chances in the first period were about even, but you look at shots on goal now, which is not the same as grade A scoring chances, but shots on goal now, we've got them up here in the booth at 27-14 in the Stars' favor, which really tells the tale of that second period. I mean, the ice could not have been more tilted there for the Stars.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it probably started a little bit late in the first and then carried into the second, but either way, the goals started coming in during the second period. So, with their strength in the numbers, and the more shots you get, the more opportunities, the more likely you're to put one in.
Well, the Stars still with 90 seconds on the man advantage after the birthday boy bought himself a high sticking call in favor of the Stars. And so he's out there at left wing. As the board's being pounded, we're ready to roll. It's a clean win by Bolognic all the way back to his end. Ralph, how was the speed in that second period? Did you see a noticeable uptick by the Stars or just a different strategy out there?
If as far as energy goes, I saw a little bit less on the Vipers, if anything. I think the Stars kind of maintained what we saw in the first. Is just the Vipers maybe lost a little bit of energy, a little bit of momentum, and Stars were able to capitalize on that. So I think they've been pretty much the same. I think a couple early goals were unfortunate to go against the Stars in the first period, but they were able to keep their heads on, like I said earlier, and convert. And here we are. They've taken the lead out in the third.
Well, it's set up for a very interesting third period here from the Westchester Skating Academy. That's Nicolaitis in the far corner trying to dig the puck out of the corner. But guess what? It's going to be 5-on-3 here for 38 seconds, as it looks like there might be a tripping call against the Vipers. We'll see what the official gesture is, but the Vipers man is going to go to the box here. He's got some words for the official. While he does so, the official says just keep skating. Right on into the box. It is 2 minutes for tripping, 38 seconds for a 5-on-3 for what's been a very good Stars power play here tonight up in Westchester.
Yeah, I like to see what the Stars do here. I mean, the Vipers did have a little bit of a goaltender change here in the third period. Seems like they put out their new goaltender. Now he's going to have to face the Stars, red hot Stars nonetheless, on a 5-on-3. So I'm curious to see how he holds up with a goaltender, cold goaltender between the pipes.
Well, it looks like Coach O'Brien is telling the visitors that right now. He's called a timeout so he can make sure to get a rested power play unit number 1 out there. They had been out there for 1 minute and 22 seconds. He wants his big guns to have as many of these 38 seconds, and then, of course, an abbreviated 1 minute and 22-second 5-on-4 if the Stars don't score. But if they do score in the next 38 minutes, that other penalty is going to stay up there on the board, and they're going to have plenty of power play time. I haven't been counting up here in the booth. It feels like, though, there's been more special teams play in this game than there's been 5-on-5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised there haven't been more. I saw a few close tripping calls, Colin, there in the beginning of the second period that seemed to either go unnoticed or maybe the refs didn't think it was that serious. But I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen more penalties, especially with some of the aggressive nature that I'm noticing a couple of the other players.
Absolutely right. You know, we were talking up here in the first period with the viewers, and you know, it looked like the officials were letting them play early on, and it's turned into a scoreboard fest, but not the crooked number variety that you're used to, just the power play number. And so here come the Vipers. 3 skaters out there. The Stars send out Nicolaitis, Bergman, Belonik, Ramos, and Kocher. 14:07 left to play in this one. 38 seconds of 5-on-3 for the Stars. And this is Belonik chipping it forward for Bergman, who controls. Soft pass on up for Ramos. And it's Ramos over for Kocher. Kocher all the way across. One-timer doesn't connect there for Bergman. Gotten back by Nicolaitis. Tight to the side of the cage. The Vipers are going to clear this and split the defenseman. Stars might get one more 5-on-3 rush out of this with 17 seconds left to go. It was a quick up. Nicolaitis now finds Bergman far side of the ice. Chip toward Belonik. On over to Nicolaitis. Stars have to be careful here. We're going to be back to 5-on-4 in just 7 seconds. One-timer goes just wide off the stick of Nicolaitis. Belonik has it back up to Nicolaitis. Look out, Nicolaitis picking his spot. And it was a face mask save, but a zone keep by Kocher. Thrown in once more. Flicked off the shoulder of the Vipers netminder off the Bergman shot. Stars still control. Comes up to Kocher in the slot. He fires in. That one's kicked aside by the Vipers netminder. And it's a 3-shot sequence for the visitors. Nothing more just yet as the Vipers able to get that puck up to the blue line. Not out. Deflection carries that just wide off the stick of Belonik. It's now Kocher throwing that right back into Belonik. They find Bergman in the slot. Look out off the face mask. Oh, boy. It's Belonik collecting that puck once more. 46 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Belonik stalks behind the net. He was looking for Ramos, who had crept all the way in. Vipers are going to be able to flick this on up and out. Kocher back to retrieve. Quick up for Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis carries it into the offensive zone. Stars stay just onside. It's Nicolaitis mid-slot firing in. Shoulder to side once more by the Vipers netminder. Big hit far side on Bergman, but the Stars still control through Belonik in that far corner. They work it up to Ramos. Ramos across for Kocher. Kocher able to spin that puck to his forehand. Chips it in softly, looking for a deflection. 13 seconds left to go on the man advantage as it's Kocher back on the puck. Sends it to the low slot. Nicolaitis in the mid slot fires in, and it's chopped out of the air. Stars still control. Bergman on the backhand spins it around. Shot and scored! It's Bolognic. Bolognic on the power play as it was expiring. The Stars find the back of the net and turn this into a 5-2 hockey game.
Wow, Colin, I don't think I took a breath for about a minute and a half there. I mean, that was a bombardment. Hats off to the Viper goalie. I mean, he is 4 minutes into this game? I think he must have just faced 10 shots. One win and fine, but
absolutely. And it went in on the third rebound, too. I mean, truly.
Yeah. That's up to the defense at that point.
Well, and you got to assume the Viper penalty killers there were gassed.
Yeah.
After the Stars were just carpet bombing the blue paint there.
Yeah, man.
The Stars found a way through to stretch their lead to 3, but still, Ralph, as you are fond of saying, and I can't agree more, plenty of hockey left to play here from the Westchester Skating Academy. And the Stars now pouring it on here. It's Isikoff in the near corner trying to find a trailer through Russo, who's able to dump that puck in deep. Isikoff spins it in front. Vipers first to it. As we tick toward 11 and a half minutes left to play, Bizarro takes a big hit in the corner, but he's able to cycle it deep for Russo. Russo on his backhand works that toward the slot, chips it farther for Isikoff. Isikoff on the puck, right back up toward Russo, pinching in there was Gorloff, but the Vipers will come away with it. Gorloff gets across. Bizarro on the back check, takes the puck off his man, and it'll be Bizarro settling it down on that far side of the ice. Can't thank our Biz enough for joining us up here in the booth. Maybe we'll hear from him again. If not, you'll know the action's hot and heavy on the ice, and that's why he's taking the photos. 11 minutes left to play here in the third. It's the Vipers trying to use the boards to get that puck up and out into the offensive zone. Anyway, will do so they're going to collect it behind their own net, will the home team. It's the Vipers stalking through the defensive zone with the puck. The long stretch pass connects, and now Kocher able to shoulder his man in the defensive zone. Vipers look to pick it up there in the corner, but Stars first to it. They'll skate this puck up toward the point, did the Stars, but now it'll be the Vipers touching that puck and perhaps going to the box with 10:33 left to go in this third period. Indeed, it's the Vipers to the box. Didn't see the gesture, might have been a trip as the official had his hand low toward the ice. That's been the story of the game at 5-on-5 play. It has been a tight, very little ice hockey game out there. Feels like playoff hockey, but the Vipers just to the box a few too many times so far in this game, and it explains the difference on the scoreboard. Stars with a 3-goal lead. Stars have cashed in when they've had the opportunity, and so it looks like Pizarro is ready to take this face-off, and the puck just sits at the dot, but it's Nicolaitis across for it near side, throws it toward the slot. Bolognic tries to chip it farther there. And the Stars will collect at the near point. Kocher dumps it in for Nicolaitis all the way across. Bizarro across, and it's chipped farther for Bolognic, but it's shot just wide. Puck off the stanchion. Kocher has it back all the way across. One-timer goes wide. Bizarro to pick it up. Throws it in front. That puck bounces in front, picked up by Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis upended behind the net. It's Bizarro trying to come away with it. He takes a few hits in the corner, and it's going to be a penalty here on the Stars as Bizarro took the retaliatory cross-check, and so the Stars will need to touch up here with 9:49 left to go in this game. Bizarro will go to the box. It'll be 4-on-4 hockey, it looks like, for the next minute and 16 seconds, and then an abbreviated power play for the Vipers. Now, it's hard to blame Bizarro in that situation. He took 2 quick hits to the head in succession. Didn't appreciate it. Tried to give as good as he got, but of course, it's always the second guy who gets the penalty called against him in that kind of situation. And so, Bizarro heads to the box. Stars with a 3-goal lead, 4-on-4 hockey here for the next minute and 16 seconds. The Stars finding Bergman on the zone exit. Isikoff does the rest to get this up and pass the defensive blue line into the offensive end. Vipers pick up the puck there. Vipers behind their own net. They work it over to that far side of the ice and then cycle it down to the near side. Vipers will try again in that far corner. It's Bergman on the forecheck, comes away with the puck. Bergman on the puck, shoots in. Nice save and twice by the Vipers netminder. It's Izikov firing that one in, and it's frozen by the Vipers. And so, with 4-on-4 hockey still happening out there on the ice. It's 3 shots on goal by the Stars. 9:18 remaining to go in this hockey game. Offensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Now, after the 46 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey expires, again, an abbreviated power play upcoming for the Vipers, assuming no more paperwork. Shot in, kicked aside by the Vipers goaltender once more. Vipers come away with it, push it into the neutral zone. It's now the Stars firing that all the way across the ice, picked up there by Izikov, who's going to stalk into the offensive end. He looks up, tries to go around a man there, ends up blowing a tire, but he had done well to keep that puck in the offensive zone momentarily. It's Gorloff all the way back with Kocher behind his net. 17 seconds left to go in this 4-on-4 special teams period. 8:43 left to go in the actual period as the Stars look to get this up and out of their defensive zone. Taking a hit to make the play was Gorloff, and the Vipers have to collect in their own end. Vipers stalk past their blue line and try to come farther. It's Nikolaitis on the forecheck. Now it's 5-on-4 in the Vipers' favor. Upended there was the Vipers man into the board. Heavy hit by the Stars, and they come away with the puck. Nikolaitis able to chip that deep. 8:17 left to play. 27 seconds left to go on the Vipers man advantage. It's Nikolaitis trying to keep his Vipers man behind his own net as the Vipers will break out. Across the logo goes the home team. Stars swipe at the puck. Vipers still have it. They end up feathering it in low, and that puck goes high and over the cage. Might have hit the crossbar, but it was Donaghy who was able to push his man well wide of the net. And so the Vipers have to reset, but it's 5-on-5 hockey here as they come into the offensive end. Vipers have the puck there, and they'll curl all the way behind the Stars net, trying to hit a trailer up here at the blue line. Stars all over the puck as it gets cycled in low. It's the Vipers trying to work that puck up for a shot. It ends up coming to the near point and out of the zone. Nikolaitis on the forecheck. That puck's going to roll to him. Nikolaitis on the puck, on the forehand. He gets pushed wide, carries it into the offensive zone, and he's going to leave it there for Russo, far side of the ice. Russo on the puck, works it just a bit deeper. Russo still on the puck, leaves it for Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis looking for Bergman in the slot, tapped farther by Bergman. The Vipers will take over at the back post. Now it's Ramos on the puck at the logo as the Vipers were able to get that puck up and out of the zone. Vipers are going to be offside here. If they touch it, they're able to step on the right side of the blue line and dump in. Stars pick it up in the near corner. They work it up to the near defensive point on out. The Vipers will have to reset once more. Stars happy to kill off as much of this game as they can with the puck in the neutral zone. Vipers pour right back in. It's the Stars trying to come back in the other direction at the blue line. It was good stick work there by Druda to cut out the threat, and now the Vipers go offside after the Druda poke check. And so it is a neutral zone drop with 6:36 remaining to go here from the Westchester Skating Academy. It'll be on the near side of the ice. And it's the Stars winning that forward through Gitman. Tries to carry it farther there. Just too many Vipers in the way. The Stars will reset at their own blue line. Puck comes up to Gitman once more. Gitman into the offensive end. It's Gitman on the puck. Carries it all the way around the net. Jousting in front. It's Davios mixing it up with a Viper in front. Stars fire that puck in. Deflection nearly carries it on net, but it stops just before. Druda with another shot. That's deflected wide. Comes up to Davios. Soft shot goes just wide of the cage. And now we get a whistle with some equipment on the ice. And so it'll be a stoppage as Davios had lost a glove. So with 6:05 left to go in this third period, it's a neutral zone drop upcoming for the Stars. Well, a couple of chances there for the visitors. Those Viper shots up as well. But it's Izikov at the dot. Clean win. On over to Davios. Davios back to Kocher. Kocher gains the line, and that nearly thrown into the back of the net. It was a long drop and watched well there by the Vipers netminder. Just went over the cage, and Westchester pulls that puck out of the near corner up to the near half wall. They can't get past Kocher in the neutral zone, though. And it's Kocher all the way across trying to find Davios there, who will have to reset. Puck management crucial right now for the Stars as they try to get pucks deep and chase with 5.5 minutes left to go in this third period. It's the Vipers working that over to the near side of the ice, and then it's touched on down just a bit deeper by the Stars. Vipers still can't break out. Davios in the way once more. Great play by him to work that puck up to Isakov, who goes around a man. Isakov still on the puck, finds Davios. Side of the cage. Davios shoots. Oh, and that was gobbled up in the leg pads of the Vipers netminder. A good shot and an even better save there by the home team. And so 5:13 left to go. Offensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Just trying to manage this game right now in the offensive end. And this will be Nikolaitis, Russo, and Bolognic with Ramos and Viscoso behind. Bolognic to take the drop. Russo on the near side. Russo able to kick that up toward Viscoso, just out of the zone, though. And so Nico Viscoso will go back to pick up that puck. Feathers it up to the blue line, but it's the Vipers on a delayed offside. They can't touch it. So the Stars buy just a little bit of time at the near half wall. Vipers look to come away with it. They do. They fire in. Donaghy sees that shot go across the face of the goal and well wide. Stars looking to clear the zone now. It's getting a little frantic here. Donaghy able to make the initial save, but it looks like that might have leaked in just from some momentum. There was a Vipers man in front, and so just like that, the Vipers able to touch that one home. And with 4:46 left to go here in the third, the Vipers strike back. Well, it's been a game of extremes so far. 2 Vipers goals, then 5 from the Stars, and now answered by the lone goal here from the Vipers in the third. It's a 5-3 hockey game, and still plenty of time left to go. So don't touch that dial. It's the Vipers now trying to pour forward, but the Stars on the puck. It was Ramos on up for Russo, who fires it up farther. Nikolaitis able to get that puck deep, and Bolognic gives chase in the near corner. Russo in to keep the puck in the zone. The Vipers see it bounce to a yellow stick, and they're able to send that up. They had a man at the blue line, as there was a big hit there at the blue line. The Vipers man, though, pops right back up. And the Stars able to get this puck up and out. The Vipers keeping a man at the offensive blue line right now, trying to manufacture a break at times. But they don't need to in this instance, as they're able to tap that puck into the offensive zone and give chase. It's Kocher getting body position in that far corner, trying to work that puck toward Donaghy, were the Vipers, but they did it too slowly as he jumps on top of it with 3:53 remaining to go in this hockey game. It's an offensive zone draw for the Vipers, nothing more on the sequence. Well, folks, a reminder, tomorrow, 12 p.m., right here on Midnight Sports, the Stars head home to Abe Stark. If you can't stop by the barn, tune in to Midnight Sports. It's the Stars taking on North Park, an exhibition match between Tier 2 competitors. We'll have all the action for you right here on Midnight Sports. It's the Vipers trying to work that puck just a bit deeper. 3:36 left to go in this third period as the Stars just try to get this puck up and out of the defensive zone. They do. It was a good touch there by Gitman, who kicks it to himself and has a mini break. Gitman in, tries to go far post. Oh, it's a wonderful save on the Davios follow-up. Oh, boy, was that an amazing one from the Vipers netminder. Remember that save. Ooh, a heavy hit into the boards, far side of the ice, and then kicked by the Vipers man. Holy cow. Well, no call coming. That was unfortunate. Unclear how that went uncalled. Donaghy with the save. There was a big hit on this near side of the ice, too. You've got to assume the officials assumed that. The equipment got tied up, but you never want to see a skate come up that high. And so all's well that ends well, I suppose. 2:58 left to go in this third period. And a defensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars, nursing a 2-goal lead here. And the second period was all Stars, and the beginning of the third period even. But the Vipers have come back in a big way. If not on the board, then through their momentum. But here comes Nikolaitis on a partial break. He shoots, stoned by the Vipers netminder. And it's Bergman dumping that puck in. Looks like it's going to go for a penalty against the Vipers as Nicolaitis was upended there. And so it'll be the Vipers going to the box on the Nicolaitis mini break. And it was a shot on goal by the Stars, nothing more. But with 2:44 left to go in this game, it was the Nicolaitis mini break that bought the Stars a penalty. And some 5-on-4 here. And just a little more jawing between the players before we get rolling. It's Bolognic at the dot. Wins that cleanly to Kocher. Kocher on the puck. He's able to fake out a man on the blue line walk, and that puck goes just wide. Follow-up kicked aside by the Vipers, and here comes Westchester out of the zone. Bergman with a reach to separate stick from puck. Bergman gets it back, and he'll dump on in. The Vipers going for some hits now on the penalty kill, but Bergman picks up that puck, tries to feather it just a bit farther. The Vipers will come away with it. It's Westchester, 2:15 left to play. Kocher bodies a man there at the glass. Stars try to get this puck up and out of the zone. They'll take it behind their own net with Ramos. Works it up to Bolognic, fired in. Donaghy sticks that aside for Kocher. Stars don't want to face off in their own zone if they don't have to have one. The Vipers, though, do keep the zone only momentarily. Kicking it to himself is Bergman, who's able to dump that into the offensive end. The Vipers feather it right back out. Here come the Vipers in the neutral zone, but first to it is Isakov. He's going to throw it to some open ice and find Ramos over there. Ramos now firing it up to the near side. The Vipers come away with it. 57 seconds left to go in the man advantage as the Vipers try to hit a shorthanded goal. They shoot in on net, and it's Donaghy covering up nicely on the save. Just a shot on goal by the Vipers with 1:35 left to go in the game. 95 seconds left, 51 seconds left on the man advantage for the Stars. Stars playing it cautiously out there, up a skater, up 2 goals. They don't want to see anything happen to that lead this late on in the game, and so it is a defensive zone draw for the visitors on the near side of the ice. It's the Vipers trying to chip that up to the point. Stars first to it, a huge hit against the glass, and it's going to be the Vipers standing over the Stars players that they illegally hit into the glass as adjudged by the officials, and now just some more chirping as the Vipers man goes to the box. It's going to be a 5-on-3 now for the next 47 seconds. In this game, just a minute and a half left as the Vipers man still shouting from the box. It should be an offensive zone draw for the Stars, and is. No one injured on the ice. Just a lot of discussion here. The officials are going to need to keep the temperature on this game from getting any hotter. It's turning into a bit of a boil now. Late on a Saturday night from the Westchester Skating Academy, as it's been a wonderful game of hockey, but it's reached a tipping point now with all the after action. It's the Stars controlling the faceoff. Ramos on the puck. He's going to carry it just a bit deeper and then dump on in. Russo in that far corner. Bolognic awaits in the slot. Stars happy to just play this puck all the way around. One-timer goes wide of the cage. Nicolaitis picks it up there, fires it up to Viscoso, sends it across for Ramos. Ramos stalks in, fires wide of the cage once more. 1:06 left to play as Viscoso has the puck at the near point once more. It's Viscoso firing all the way across, looking for Russo. Russo picks that puck up, throws it up to the point. Settling it and working it was Ramos over for Viscoso. Viscoso dumps it in deep for Nicolaitis. Under a minute left to play here as Nicolaitis toward the slot. He'll fire in. No look shot goes just high of the cage. Bolognic on the follow-up. That's saved nicely by the Vipers. Bolognic takes a hit in the corner, but he's able to get body position on the puck and work it over to Russo. Russo on the puck, carries it wide, and he'll circle in deeper. Smart play by the veteran to kill off more time here as the Vipers. It's 5-on-4 hockey. They fire it up and out of the zone. 25 seconds left to go. It's going to be a 5-on-4 for the duration of this game unless the Stars score, which of course the Vipers don't want. It's now the Stars breaking right back into the offensive end. Bolognic on the puck, comes toward the slot, leaves it there for Nicolaitis, who fires in just wide of the cage. And now it's the Stars working that puck up toward the top of the slot. Russo dumps down for Bolognic. The Stars will just pick this puck up as the buzzer goes. And we've gone final here at the Westchester Skating Academy. It's the New York Stars 5 The Westchester Vipers 3, a big Tier 2 Q game win for the Stars, Ralph. What'd you see down on the ice?
Well, first and foremost, super important win by the Stars, being down 2-0 quick in the game and then coming back and practically scoring 5 unanswered goals here. We saw a little bit of fatigue coming from the Vipers starting in the second half, and then I just feel like they lost their heads a little bit, had some trouble getting into the penalty box, the Vipers did, and Stars were able to capitalize. They kept their heads in the game, and they sealed the deal.
Well, a big 2 points for the Stars, especially after last weekend. They felt like they had a W stolen from them with 13 seconds left against the Edge. But they come up to the Westchester Skating Academy tonight, and show their resilience. Short bench, down 2 goals, able to score 5 unanswered, and leave Westchester with a 5-3 victory. What keys do you think they can take into their game against North Park tomorrow at noon? It's an exhibition, but you'd love to see this momentum continue to roll.
Well, first and foremost, stay out the box. It's important to keep the game 5-on-5 as much as you can. You don't want your team to get tired, especially early in the game or at the end of the game when critical moments are really important. Number 2, keep the confidence up. Even if you go down, you got to keep your head in the game sometimes. It's not always going to be ahead. Sometimes you got to come from behind, and you got to keep that mentality.
Well, Ralph, we can't thank you enough for joining us here on the broadcast as you did. And we can't wait to see those photos when they come out on Cheesebox Sports on Instagram.
Absolutely.
And so we'll catch you next time you're available. But the pleasure was all ours, and thanks again so much.
Pleasure is mine, guys. Thank you to Midnight Sports. Thank you to all of you viewers out there. Continue to support this great channel. Give a like, give a subscribe, share it. It goes a long way, folks. So please support this channel because it supports you.
Well, I couldn't have said it any better myself, and probably wouldn't have. So thanks, Ralph, and everybody at home. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe.